We did what they told us to do to get the American dream. We got the education, we built the careers. We saved the money. We're paying down the debt, checking every box the financial system told us to check. And we're still getting turned away, not because we're not qualified, because the system wasn't built for us. And nobody's saying that plainly enough for us to actually do something about it. That's what this is. In 2024, the mortgage denial rate for Black applicants was 19%. For everyone else, 11%. Nearly 1 in 5 of us gets denied. For white applicants, it's closer to 1 in 9. Same application, same income, different answers at the door. But here's the number that should stop you cold. A Black professional making over $150,000 a year is being denied at nearly the same rate as a white applicant making between $31,000 and $50,000 a year. We out-earn them by 3 times, and we're still getting the same answer at the door. That's not an us problem, that is a system problem, and we need to walk into this market knowing that. The system uses proxies, and those proxies have our history baked into them. The biggest denial reason for us is credit history, cited in 33% of Black denials compared to 25% for everyone else. And credit history doesn't just measure how we've managed money, it measures how long our families have had access to all the financial systems at all. Redlining ended on paper decades ago. The credit profiles it created are still being scored today. Debt to income is the other one. When we didn't have generational wealth to fall back on, we took out student loans. We took out car loans. We carried more debt. Not because we were responsible, but because we had fewer options. And now the system uses that against us too. These are not character flaws. These are the measurable results of being locked out and then being penalized for the effects of being locked out. This market is expensive. DC median prices are around $650,000. Northern Virginia runs higher. The debt to income math is harder here than almost anywhere else in the country. And most of us don't find out we're in trouble until we've already found the house we want. That's the part I can't let slide, because by then you're emotionally attached. You've walked through the house, you've already placed your furniture in the room, and somebody's telling you no. That doesn't have to be your story. There are 3 things you can do. 1, know your full picture before you start looking. Not just your credit score, your DTI, your credit history depth, how much of your available credit you're using. Know what the lender is going to see before they see it. 2, find a lender who has more than one path. Not all lenders are the same. Some have portfolio programs, community lending programs, relationships with CDFIs. Ask. Don't assume there's only one door. 3, work with an agent who knows the difference between a qualification problem and a lender problem. I've sat across from buyers who were told they couldn't qualify. They could. They just needed someone who knew where to look and who to call. We've earned the right to be in this market. The work now is making sure the system actually lets us in, and knowing enough to navigate it when it tries to say no. If you're a Black professional in the DMV thinking about buying, link in bio. This is exactly the conversation I'm here for. I'm Troy Patterson with the Spera Group, so now you know.